there, yarn lovers, it's Gary and I'm coming to you from my happy place, the Yarn Corner here on the west coast of Canada. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well and staying safe on this early evening Friday, May the 23rd, 2025. I've just wrapped up my day of work and yeah, I'm gearing up for the weekend. I hope that you have some great plans over the weekend as well. I'm filming today on certain mystery boxes that I got from Herrschners. Now, I made two purchases. I kind of said to myself I wouldn't be doing this, but then I was enabled. I was watching a couple of YouTubers and they encouraged me to make these purchases because I saw what they got and I really thought it was a good value. And these are one of the mystery bags that I feel super confident in getting something that I could use. So yeah, before I get going on that, I should tell you what I'm wearing here. Hank's over there, he's got something else that has been tacked onto him, so I don't want to move him around. But I am wearing the Hockey Locatelli's shawl, which is called the Lightweight Hipster, and it claims to use one skein of DK weight yarn or a number 3. I actually used one skein and then a little bit extra because I did something different to the edge and I modified the border a little bit. So I did use a different patterns border for this one, and I'm just going to glance over here so I can get it correct. It is called the Mooncat shawl, and that is by McClure. So I really liked the eyelets that create these almost points in certain sections of the edging, and I incorporated that into the Lightweight Hipster. Hence why I probably needed a little bit more yarn, because it did make the shawl slightly bigger as well. So yeah, what do you think? I really like it. It's light, it's breezy, and I finished this, I'm gonna say maybe 2 years ago. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I worked on it in summer and it was a really easy knit for the summertime. It wasn't so heavy like a blanket over me, so enjoyed making it. Okay, so as I mentioned, it is a Herrschners video, and these purchases, the first one that I made was on April the 19th, 2025. I think currently now on the website they still have this on offer. I'm just going to get this up so I get the naming right. It's called the Self-Striping Cake Assortment Yarn Pack. I know, it's quite a mouthful, right? They've had them previous years running, but they've called them slightly different names. This one, you get 2 cakes in the pack. You don't know what colors they're going to be or what kind of varieties, whether they're going to be 100% cotton, cotton acrylic, or whether it will be alpaca blend or a merino blend. So yeah, I was fortunate with what I got because I have opened the box. And then I got wind of other YouTubers that I watched talking about the solid assortment cotton cakes. I think they were cotton acrylic cakes, where they were saying that you get a whole bunch of these yarns and they could be assorted colors but solid, not like the rainbow assortment cakes that I just mentioned. So I purchased again on April the 29th, I think it was. They each took around, I'm gonna say 10 working days, so 2 weeks to get to me across the border. And all of these price points that I'm going to give you will be in US dollars, because Herrschners operates in US currency. So if you're at home here in Canada and you want to do the conversion, then you'll have to do that on your own and think about whether or not you feel it's a good deal as well. So yes, let's talk about number 1. Came in a box. Here it is here. And I was watching Crystal over at Bag O' Day, and I was watching Nessa at Infinitely Zero. Those are the 2 unboxings that really influenced me to try this out, and they enabled me. I'll also include any YouTuber that I mentioned down below in the description box, so if you do go across and want to take a look at their channels, they're always so effervescent when they're opening up their yarn, and it's just contagious. I enjoy, even if I don't end up buying anything, watching them have their glow of excitement when they are pulling out their yarn. So I do vivaciously, or vicariously is the word that I'm looking for, live their excitement as they are unboxing. But this one was such a great deal, I wanted to get some of it in my own collection as well. Okay, so I have my invoice here. It's telling me that I purchased 4 of these assortment self-striping cake assortment yarn packs, and each of the packs were $14.99. So I will now show you what I got. Okay, I'm super excited and happy of what you're gonna see. Hopefully you'll get as much excitement as I have done. So here's the first one. You get the 2 cakes in the pack, and the green, oh my god, yes. And this is like almost like a tealy blue that goes into turquoise and then more into a sage green in the middle. I think that these would work up nicely together. So I'll read you what the label says on the front, because these cakes do not come with labels. They have just the directions of all the details here on the front. It's 100% cotton. It is approximately 225 grams per cake, or what's that, 450 grams total in the bag, offering up 900 meters per. It's not meant to be per cake, it's meant to be per bag. So 900 meters per bag, or that translates to 984 yards. They are machine washable, but to dry flat. A number 3 weight yarn, and to me it looks a little thinner than a 3 weight. Might be a sport weight. So yeah, they're recommending here a G6 size hook or a size 3 knitting needles. Those are all the details if you want to take a screen grab. Now, I'll open up this one because the rest, apart from one of the pack, is a little different. So this is what it looks like. But no, you be the judge of that. Maybe that is a slightly thicker than a sport weight. But it's plied together, which is nice. So there's no kind of chance that you're going to get one fly away, because sometimes these cakes have loose strands and sometimes they're plied together, which means they're twisted. So I really love this color. Softness factor, gotta do it, gotta rate it. Yeah, I like it. I think it's a nice squishy yarn. Out of 5 being the softest on my rating, I'm going to give this a 3. I think it's a nice above average soft cotton. So not too dry and not too brittle, because sometimes when they're presenting the yarn that's freshly dyed in the cake form, there's this tendency to have some coating over it. Now that washes away generally after you like rinse it or wear it. So this one doesn't seem to have any kind of brittleness to it at all. So that's the green one. And I also got this teal. Look at that color. It's like a blue petrol, almost teal, going into turquoise, and then a sort of like a sagey green, gray in the middle. It might even just be gray right in the heart there. So yeah, I'm super happy with them. One is a little heavier than the other, so it's not like you'll get equal amounts of weight in whatever cake you're getting. This one seems lighter. This one seems more full. So yeah, I'll put those there. I'll pack them away after I show you the rest. So here we go. I got number 2 here, which is very similar to the same greens as the first bag. So I can do a bigger project. Generally, if I'm doing a Yaga shawl, I need anywhere from 1200 to 1600 meters, and I will need to use more than one cake for one of those patterns. So Absolutely love it. And the one next door to it here is more of the royal blue, and then going into sky blue, and then this very, very almost white with a touch of blue in it. Yeah, really nice. I like that very much. And this one here, one more of the green. This one is almost identical to bag 2's green, because it has been wound the same way. So we've got the darker green on the outside going and bleeding more into the lighter tone in the middle. So there's my Yaggy Yagger. I think I'll have enough if I use those two together with a little bit of the first bag's green. And then I have this purple that does the same thing. It sort of starts off dark and then goes and graduates to an almost slightly white color. Happy with that. They're all giving me the same indication here on the front saying they're 100% cotton and they're the 3 lightweight. The last one I am super happy with. It's slightly different than the rest, so it should have a different description on the front. It does. So what we have here is 96% cotton and 4% polyester. This one has sparkles in it, so it has one little strand of a, I don't know, stellina maybe, if it's like a stellina that goes with it. I'm going to see whether or not this polyester is, whether you can feel it rough in there. I'll just have a look. There's a bit of fluff inside the bag. I don't feel the stellina at all. I don't know whether you can see that. Maybe a little bit of the sparkle is coming through, but not much. So I have it in this one here, and this is a beautiful teal. I'm wondering if it's the same type of teal as bag number 1. A little bit, like the fronts of those look similar. I would say they're the same color range for sure. This one just has the polyester in it, which is that bit of sparkle. Love that. So each of these bags were $14.99 American US dollars. Oh, here you might be able to see the sparkle in. There we go. Against the black background. Although that's not black, that's navy blue. The navy blue background, you can see the sparkle. Yeah, I really like this one too. Oh, look at that richness going in there. I think this will be the first one that I use from this lot, because I am loving how rich the color is on this one. Yeah. Softness factor is the same as the others. I don't feel that stellina or that polyester in there. And if you look, maybe you can see it sparkling in there. It's only ever so slightly like wrapped in certain parts. It's not a dense wrapping of the polyester. Yeah, I really like that. So have you purchased from Herrschners their mystery yarn cakes? If you have, let me know what assortments that you got. Did you get a combination of the cotton, this polyester variety with sparkle, or did you get something different? I'd like to know. Let me know in the description box below. Now, a little bit on shipping before I get into box number 2 or purchase number 2. So for us Canadians, it cost me to get to my address on the west coast of Canada. The shipping fee was $19.90. The taxes, they did take out taxes on this. For this was $9.59 in US currency. Now, in the past, when Herrschners did sell to me, I'm going to say as early as maybe 8 months ago when I made my purchases in 2024, I was having to pick up at the postal office and pay a cash on delivery because Herrschners was not taking out the taxes. So at the entry point into Canada, they needed to supply taxes or have taxes paid on them. So I would have to go down to the post office, pick it up and pay my taxes there. But it looks like they've reverted back to the very original style of purchasing, which was predating 2024. And you would pay taxes at the point of purchase. And then that way it just comes straight to my door here in Canada, which is awesome. So yeah, that's the price point on that, on all of those wonderful yarns. I thought that was a fantastic deal. Okay, so I thought I was done and dusted and I wasn't going to purchase any more Herrschner surprise packs. But then I was watching Erin and she influenced me to go back because there was a different type of pack that I had overlooked. And Erin is a YouTube creator as well. She's a content creator here on the streets and her YouTube channel is called Crafting Kitty. Hi, Erin. So I am pointing my finger at Erin for this one. So I'm just going to get up my my invoice here. And so Erin was showing me all the varieties of different mystery packs that Herrschners was offering up in April. So maybe they're still there, maybe not, I'm not sure. But this one was a sport weight cotton, mill and cakes. They were solid colors, they were solid packs. And they were offering up 4 cakes and bundles. So Erin suggested that some of hers look very similar to Hobby Twister solids. And I would have to agree with that because I have recently received the Hobby Twister solids and these ones look very similar. Okay, so it shipped to me out on April 29th, 2025, and it arrived to me early May. So it did take about 10 working days to get to me as well. And my invoice is telling me I ordered 2 of these solid cakes, solid colored cakes, and they were the sport weight variety in cotton. And I also ordered a other thing that I wanted to try out, which was the Premier Trinket, I think it's called. It's like you add it to yarn and it instantly becomes tweed yarn. So we will look at that as well. Okay, you want to see what I got? In the sport weight cotton mill ends, I got an orange and a pale blue. I absolutely love those colors together actually. Very summery. Okay, so I'll read you what it says on the outside. And it says here, sport weight cotton cake mill ends, and it's 55% cotton, 45% acrylic. So there is acrylic in this, even though they call it cotton mill ends. But yeah, 55 cotton, 45 acrylic. And it's saying here per cake, it's around approximately 90 grams, offering up a total of 360 grams in the package. And they are saying here there are 360 meters per cake or 394 yards. It's a 2-weight, so you can machine wash this, lay flat to dry. Again, they're saying to use a G6 hook or a size 4 knitting needles, which lends me to believe that perhaps maybe the striped mill-end cakes were also meant to be 2 sport weight because they're saying the same suggestion on needle size and hook size. Let's take a look. Okay. This one does feel a little different. This feels drier than the 100% cotton, which is kind of strange to me because I would say that the 100% cotton one should in fact feel a little bit more stiff, but these do feel more stiff. Now, I have used the cotton, the Hobby Twister cakes. Now that I've got this out of the pack, I think there's a little difference between them because the Hobby 100% that I'm using, sorry, the Hobby solid twister colors I use have spring in them, and they're a slightly shinier yarn than this one. This one looks a bit duller, and this one does definitely not have any spring to it. So I'm going to say they're different. I thought maybe they would be the same, but they definitely look different. They feel different. They act different in my hand when I'm stretching on them. And this is the blue one. Oh, just close that. Close. So softness factor of this one, I'm going to rate it a little bit more lower than the 3 from the other cakes. So I'm going to give this one a 2.5. So sitting right in the middle, just the standard kind of cotton base. I can wear it against my skin. I could make a garment out of it. It's not like it's kitchen cotton. So there is that factor to it that's lovely. Opens up the possibilities of what I intend to make with it. But because there's no give in it, if I wanted to make a bag or something like that, I think this would hold up really nicely. So I'll put this back into the sleeve and show you what I got for the next one. Okay. My next one, I am super excited about this one. It's the same as the 4-pack of solid color, and I got an all black one. I love it. I love it because I have been longing to do something entirely black in a shawl or some type of scarf, and this feels like it's actually thinner. Yes, this is definitely a fingering weight yarn than the sport weight. It's thinner. The twist looks different. It still feels very dry and sort of rigid, but I like it. And I have a feeling that there's enough there for me to do either a crocheted or a knit scarf or shawl. The instructions are still the same details as the last pack, but I would disagree with the rating on it being a sport weight. I would say it's a fingering weight, which will throw off all of the other like yardage and meter. I think I'm going to get more than what they say here on the bag, but love that. So each of those packs were $14.99. Steal. It's a steal. Absolutely loved getting that. Now I'll show you the new yarn, new to me yarn that I purchased from Herrschners. It is a Premier yarn. So Herrschners is a store that sells multiple yarns under different labels, and this is new to me. It is the Premier Trinket. It's a lace weight yarn with different colors of, what do you call them? Nubs, I think. Nubs or slubs. And they the intention of this is that you hold it together with yarn, either, you know, any type of yarn that's not already tweed or has these nubs, and you can create your own tweed or nub style yarn. I really like the idea, and you get a lot in these small donuts here. So it is considered, I think, a lace weight yarn. Although it's saying superfine 1, which is a sock weight, I wouldn't imagine myself wearing socks or making socks out of something as fine as that. Yeah, I don't think that it's fingering weight. And the composition is 75% acrylic, 25% nylon. They're suggesting here to use a 2.25 millimeter set of knitting needles or a 3.25 millimeter crochet hook. Machine washable in warm water, and you can tumble dry this. So it's quite a sturdy and robust type of yarn. In this 50-gram donut, I am getting 400 meters or 437 yards. The color that you're seeing here is called rose quartz. So there are nubs of like ivory, then like a gold color and pink. I like that a lot. So it was $4.99. There wasn't any discount on this, I don't think. So I got myself 4 of them. Enough to add to a sweater quantity of yarn if I want to tweed something up or give something a bit of texture. And that's got plenty of yarn for me to do that. I have 400 in each cake meters, so that's 1600 meters in what I have. The reason why I chose the trinket in that colorway was because I was on the Premier website wondering what I could use this trinket yarn for, and I landed on a free pattern. I printed it out, but I can't find where it is, so I'm going to have to showcase it on my iPad. I know I don't like doing this, but here we go. It's called the Confetti sweater, and it's a free pattern. This is how it looks on the model. And all of the nubs that you're seeing in that yarn, now they're using all Premier yarns. I believe it's the anti-peeling everyday worsted weight yarn or DK weight yarn. I'm not sure which weight, but they're adding in the trinket. So if I can just get up close so you can see what it looks like. They're solid colors, but as you can tell with all of the pink, yellow, and I believe it was ivory nubs, you're getting to see that actually play with the actual solid yarn itself. And I like the texture of that. Now, I might do the pattern, I'm not too sure, but just seeing how it sort of sits and plays with a solid yarn, it gives me the opportunity to liven something up if it's starting to feel a little dull, and I might choose to just use it in certain areas or then refrain in the same piece so that you're getting that introduction to the new texture that's added in. And I think that's kind of like opening up other avenues for me to explore with combining yarns. So I've done a little test here, and just so that I could see it for myself, because that's a photograph in on the web page and I haven't seen the garment myself. So I chose this yarn here. It's a Regenbogen. It's Regenbogen Cosmos. It was a yarn that I purchased from, I believe, Europe, and it was shipped over to me in this lovely purple variegated colorway. And I believe this is 50% cotton and 50% acrylic. It's a fingering weight yarn. So I put my trinket with it and I got this. I thought it was a really nice way of making a colorway that might seem to be a little drab, a little bit more exciting. Now, if I was to continue on with this, it's like the start of a shawl, I guess, crocheted shawl. I could choose to drop it or carry it so that the purple could just be on its own for a little bit, maybe another 6 rows, so that I'm really enjoying just this yarn on its own. But then I might say, okay, ready to come back into joining them together again and adding this extra pop of color. So I'm controlling how the color is going to be playing out, and it will be color controlled because I won't change it midway through a row. I would probably be carrying it across the top part of the shawl and then just drop it in whenever I wanted to. I thought that would be an exciting way of playing with the yarn as well. So let me know if you've done something like that before. Held 2 yarns together to get a nice marl, and then decide when you wanted to sort of introduce them, separate them, and then reintroduce them again later. Yeah, so that's it again, and I'm super happy with it. Maybe in case you need a black background, to not get so confused with the colors that are around it. Yeah, there we go. All right, so that catches you up with everything that I wanted to talk about on this particular episode. What did you think about the deals at Herrschners? Did you think that was a reasonable price for $14.99 to get 2 big cakes, or $14.99 to get the 4 solid colors? I thought that they were amazing offers, and the time frame for shipping was pretty good too. I really love Herrschners. They always surprise me with what they have on their website. Now, I'm not affiliated with Herrschners at all, but I do visit them quite regularly and find when they have these wonderful deals. And in this instance, I was influenced by a lot of people to go shopping there again. So I want to say thank you to all of my enablers who did that here on YouTube. And I'll see you in the next show. Bye for now.